Okay, suspension's on. I know things have to settle for a little bit, but like I was saying, those two bushings in the back, I've got almost a 1.5 2-finger gap now. Before I had maybe nothing, like it was almost flush. So now we're looking how we're supposed to. So without further ado, let's get in here. And my pants are dirty, so I gotta throw this towel down. Okay, so here's that bushing I was talking about. These come with the rear struts. My new ones, I mean, they were a good finger width taller. So these really got crushed down over time, and that's if you have no gap back there, toss a new set of these on and you'll be good to go. If you're wondering why, like, the back is sinking down compared to the front, because I know some ISFs you'll see it where like the rear end is a little bit more sunk down. Okay, here we go. This is the first drive with the 2014 suspension. I just switched it over, so I just did that other video a couple hours ago, so I'll have a good, basically a 1-to-1 comparison. ECU for power steering still coming. That might be another week or two before I get that in there. All right. So first thing I really noticed that softer front. I think it's I don't know, 10-12% softer or something like that, but I really noticed that in these little bumps, especially with the poly control arm bushing. So I guess the road doesn't really do the video much good, but so it's definitely, you can feel definite change. It's a lot less harsh up front. It really wasn't harsh before, but now it's even softer. Oh, we gotta put in sport. Cornering, yeah, you'd be hard pressed to tell the difference. And then keep in mind the rear is a little bit stiffer, so I'm not really getting any of that, but I mean the changes are so minute that you'd have to be on like a road course or something to really push it to the limits and see understeer, oversteer. And I mean that's kind of what it was made to do when they tweaked the suspension changes, just those extra geometry or you know, tighter handling. So this corner again, it definitely, you can tell the rear corner resists more in hard cornering. It doesn't have that kind of lean to it, if you will. But I mean, I'm really trying to pick apart the details here. And then again, you're comparing also, the car has 130,000 miles on it to brand new suspension, so that might be a slight factor in it too. I mean, it's, you know, come on, shift. There you go. Yeah. You know, if you go like this in the middle of the road, you can definitely tell it has a tighter stance. But again, if someone drove this and then drove it the next day, there's no way they'd be able to tell the differences. But now that it's done, and I can kind of just be happy with it. And if I ever do sell it, you know, it's a selling point, I think. It has the newest suspension on there. So that's really about it. I don't know what else to really do on a road here. There's not much I can really get on it or do any kind of crazy maneuvers. You shouldn't need an alignment, obviously. You're not messing with any of the alignment bolts or any kind of things like that. You're just taking the strut out and strut in. But we'll check the gap once we get back here one more time. Take a nice right corner at some speed here. Yeah, it's definitely firmer. So I guess it comes down to, if you want the absolute best that Lexus or Toyota wanted for this vehicle, then get the suspension. But you know, there's nothing wrong with the 12 suspension. It's just a little bit more refined, is what pretty much all I can say about it. It's just that little teeny bit of more good or better. All right, so get this out of here. Yeah. So I mean, you can kind of see there's some gap back. Front looks good. Definitely no sag like there was before. So the next video I'm going to stick on the slicks again, see how they fit, and just do a quick recap on those. But this pretty much concludes the suspension video. If you have any questions, anything like that, I can go into more detail about specifics